Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to episode 15 in my second Let's Play series for Anno 1800. In the last episode, we brought the island of Caduce Anatoni into the fold under Emperor Katima, bringing us one step closer to a united ENBESA. We also finished the production chains for our elders, supplying them with lanterns, and now we must scale that production up so we can support about 1,500 elders and also help rejuvenate the island of Wahadesha. So lots to do here in ENBESA, and I've also had time to go through the feedback, questions, comments, concerns of the last episode. The number one being that our trade route, the main import with our world-class reefer, our Docklands ship, our 420, was a little bit messed up. And essentially I've now rectified that. Because of the island of Tabarim is host to both Katima and myself, I think I got a little bit confused looking at it here in the trade route menu, and maybe put some things out of order. So I've essentially now got it where we go to a particular region, such as Cape Trelawney here in Crown Falls, we pick up clay, we pick up wood, we bring it back to ENBESA, and then if we have anything left over, we drop it off at Katima. And I've got that sorted out now for each one. Tobacco, cotton from the New World, back to me, back to Katima. And then again, one last time, swords picks up the glasses, then picks up the glass from Lusk, then drops it off at me, and then sells the rest to Katima. You might be wondering, why not pick it up at Lusk? Swords is where we consume glasses. I'd rather take it from there with a reserved limit, rather than take it away from the production chain island specifically and then, you know, run a shortfall into swords. So that way it's a little bit safer, although it does take slightly longer. This is quite a long trade route for one ship to be doing. And it is just turning the corner now. It's after picking up glasses from swords. Notably a lot less glasses than I've asked it to pick up. So we'll have to see and manage that in future and see if that's going to be enough. If we need to increase glasses production. Now out here, over at Lusk, our beautiful Docklands, of course, we have Eli's messenger. It's going to pick up construction material and lots of it. And the reason will be clear in just a moment. So we're going to send that to Tabarim. And then as well, we're going to get our Drake, our fastest ship in the... I was going to say in the west. I guess in the north? Kind of? In the old world. We're going to grab gramophones, weirdly. And again, this will become clear in just a moment. We're going to grab 50. Bring that off to Emperor Katima himself. Not to make money. Money's fine. Although we could sell the rest that we don't use. But the reason being is if we hop back to ENBESA, we've got a new quest. The Exotic North Music. With ENBESA being a nation steeped in musical lore and heritage, it's unsurprising that the gramophone should have been immediately adopted by its people. A greater surprise, however, is the way in which it has triggered the Emperor's inventive and tinkering fervor. He insists that the unsightly wrench on the music-making marvel should be replaced to its advantage by a more slender and precise crank. To put his theory to the test, he has asked you to deliver a number of gramophones to ENBESA. So 20 tons of gramophones for barely any money is definitely not worth it. But it's a quest that's been sitting outside of his lighthouse for a while, and I wanted to take it on.
Let us see how you will go about it.
Well, we've got ships on the way. So, that's that sorted out. The next thing is going to be Wahadesha, where the Djat no longer roost. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Since the waters of Wahadesha ran dry after several severe droughts, the island's survival has relied upon regular deliveries of supplies from Tabarim. The situation is causing increasing strain on Tabarim's resources, and as such, Katima has asked you to oversee the latest delivery. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. I've got a massive plan for basically bright harvesting the crap out of this place and really squeezing the most we can out of the agriculture. So if we hop on that and that, we can now see the steel beams and the steam motors. I plan on building out this area with canals and really industrializing the agriculture here now that time has progressed. And that seems to be the thinking for a lot of people in the comments when I was asking about swords specifically.
Check copy.
Oh, that's not good. Catastrophic explosion in Hopefell. Uh-oh. Let's just check on that really quickly. Hang on. I must have already fixed it, because I don't see one. And the ruins hotkey is taking me to nothing, so I guess that's already been fixed. That newspaper is BS. It should be saying, you know, disaster strikes, but we were quick to act. Now, not before I get ahead of myself, there's actually something quite interesting going on here with Arthur Gasparov's fleet. He's obviously at war with Bente Jorgensen. She doesn't have any islands here in ENBESA. But the fleet passed by the pirates of Angareb and basically declared war on them. and destroyed both their cannons on this side of the island. And actually, while it was happening, Katima and the pirates were begging me to stop attacking them. Now, I wasn't attacking them. It was Arthur. But yeah, they kept asking me to stop destroying the island. And I thought the quest was going to get removed or something, the way it was going. Because the island was saying critical, the health bar was going down. I'm sure they can't capture it. I didn't know what was happening there, and it was really weird. But I just thought I'd mention that. It happened in between episodes while I was kind of looking up some stuff. Anyways, so we've now got to 1,180 elders. We've got this little part of the yellow circle here to get to 1,500. And that's going to help us then progress to do the Research Institute. Now, while we're basically doing the story of Wahadesha, and what if we have to wait at all? Anytime we're waiting, we're going to come back over here and start building up the canals, like I said. And that's so we can support greater populations. Now, I've also brought the diving bell ship here because in Cape Trelawney, we've got airships outside of Old Nate's. I'm going to be buying... Who's that? Increased chance of finding items for animals. Oh, right. I don't know if I have her, actually. Let's just get her anyway, just in case for future. I want to be taking on as many maps as I can. We should be doing all these things in the background all the time. That's for a map of Old Nate's prototype airship crash site. I'm just going to send that back up there. And just buy a few of these and have these queued up. And then we can just activate them and use our ship to go around and get things. So that's Cape Trelawney, that's the Arctic, and that's the Old World. And let's see. Oh, crap. There was actually a few more there that I was supposed to look at, but I didn't see. And this is the New World. I was kind of looking for any that's in ENBESA, but I guess we'll just take what we can and send that back up as well. Now, some people are also saying that he has an item that we can transmute to put on our ships. It'd be good to put on the 420, right? Because it has really long travel time to get around. So what do we have here? Equipped in ships. Movement speed 25%. Cargo slowdown and damage slowdown heavily reduced. So we could build this easily. 20 steel, 10 steam motors, and 15 nice scrap. Yeah, we could totally make that. So 20... I'm just going to write it down because, you know, knowing me, I will forget. Even though it's quite simple. 20 steel. 10 motor. 15 nice. Alright, cool. I've got that written down. And now that our ships are back up here, we might actually have some of that available here already. It's a bit of sickness here, I guess. So let's see what we have. Any steel? Yes, we do. So 20 steel, 10 steam motors, we have that as well, and 15 nice scrap. Is it a construction material? I feel like it is. I guess not. Wait. Oh, no, it was special scrap. It was definitely blue. Okay, so 15. I actually don't have that much of that. So that'd be good. We'll transmute that item. The next time the 420 reefer comes up here, we'll drop it off. Or we could just bring it to ENBESA, whatever. Alright, let's get back. So I'm not doing lots of things at the same time. I know it might be a bit of a lot to take on, but I don't know. It's kind of fun to almost overwhelm yourself. So let's see. Have you got a signal for me? Got a little signal over this way. Just head over there for now. I'm gonna hotkey this ship if I can, actually. It's already hotkeyed to number 2. Okay, cool. Alright, let's begin the Wahadesha questline and see what's going on. So, we need to retrieve the supplies for Wahadesha at Katima's clipper. Headed to Wahadesha. Okay. So his clipper is this one here. And our ship is over there. So just make our first move. And while we're waiting, I might actually hotkey this on number 1 so we can get back to it pretty quickly. Now, I've got a really big overhaul planned for here. I was thinking of time-lapsing it, but I just kind of want to do it as we're doing the quests. I was going to say, if that's alright. I mean, I'm going to do it. So, the first thing I remember is I kind of plotted out this again in Photoshop. I need to make 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Let us not tarry then.
That's 15. That's 30, and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's as far as I'm willing to go. Alright. We've got the goods. And we have to bring it to Wahadesha.
Room to maneuver.
Might also set a camera bookmark here so I can just like immediately flip back
Your
here.
ship has returned from its voyage.
Alright, cool. So that we only have to count it out once. Then we just go like this, 4 across and all the way down. And we're going to do a proper industrial revolution style, you know, agricultural improvement. We're going to give these guys tractors. We're going to give them oil and set everything up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And really squeeze the most out of this
What brings you?
patch of grass. And we're going to get rid of pretty much everything else. Alright, so. There we go.
I would welcome you better, but even the patient Jat has deserted our island.
Jet.
Wahadesha is old. Some of its beauty yet survives. Follow Abel. He will show you.
Only are reporting in.
Alright, we'll do that in just 1 second. There's only one other thing I wanted to do here, was actually just set up an oil trade route immediately. So the first thing we're going to build is get our oil store, our small oil harbor. Just going to set it up there. And then add, I guess, the oil to this place. I think we've got enough oil. We seem to have too much moving around anyway, so hopefully we can add it to this place and be okay. So new world to old world, we have the oil here. This route probably needs to change. Some of these ships need to be renamed also. But we're going to go to ENBESAN. But we want it to move up and up. So after swords, it comes straight to Tabarine. And we'll see how that goes. So it's the first steps. Alright, let's see what's going on with Abel. It is an honor to be your guide. Follow me and I shall take you through the Kasar, the center of Wahadesha.
A competitor's island is under siege.
In the first level of the Kasar, there used to be awut in pens, but most of the animals have fallen to the heat and droughts, and the pens have long been left forsaken. There was a thriving marketplace here once, where Iyasu watched over countless herds, but now all that's left is the din of idle sailors and dockhands slumming through the Tsar's lower levels. Ask about the Tsar.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Above the lower Tsar is where the village used to stand. Much of it is derelict and forlorn today, but what few children remain on Wahadesha are fond of playing in the shaded sands and dirt. Ask Abel the Overseer. Long ago, we built those walls and set powerful gates within them to protect the Tsar from many dangerous beasts that the elders called Reki. But even they ultimately fled the island when death and dust made it their home. I'll get back to that in just 1 sec. Just want to move some ships now. So our ship with gramophones has arrived, so we want to take that to Katima. There we go. Anything else I need to do? The diving... Oh yeah, the construction materials here already. That was pretty quick, actually. And anything for the diving bell? Seems to be back over here somewhere. Alright, anyways, to continue the tour. So he wants us to ask about the ancient family house. The House of Bloodlines. For millennia, the House of Hatya, a Wahadesha ruled from here. From there. The last of that line still live there, led by their venerable matriarch, Yara. There she is.
A satisfying conclusion, I trust?
Before I click that, we're dropping off the stuff here.
So the friendship between our people is strengthened.
So we got a tiny bit amount of money. Obviously the money's not really worth it. So, I mean, the game surely knows that. I'm hoping that quest leads to something else in future. But I don't know what it could be. Something that like gets more out of gramophone production, I would have assumed. There's our ship after making its deposit of glass and selling anything excess if it had it. So
Come
let's see.
into the courtyard where there is fresh coffee.
So 1.3 million. I'll take it. And the ship can just head back home. Alright. Anyway, so yeah, that was the House of Bloodlines. Now it wants me to check on Yara. Their authority is long faded, and all now turn to our chieftain for leadership in most matters, but old Yara is a respected figure in our community, as her memory is so extensive, even more than Abu's. Abu means elephant. It's a pity our language, Demihar, is lost among the younger generations, for many of the elders, especially Yara, speak precious little ENBESAN. Wonder can we walk around with him? Oh my god, yeah, we can. Hey, how's it going? That's awesome. I can't read though in that way. We come now to the summit of our island. This cliff is often rugged and beaten with harsh winds.
Wahadesha stretches from here, land and law. Ask your question, Shema, and I will answer.
Shema, doesn't that in Polish mean hello or welcome or something? Or I'm good, Shema, or something like that? You guys can let me know if anyone's Polish out there. Okay, so he wants us to, now that we're on the cliff, we can look out over the whole place and kind of check up on some of the history of this. So let's go with here first. Ask about the ruined old world camp.
Strangers built this camp long ago, brought tall ships from the north, and many wars. But we remember as Yara provisions.
Okay. Next one would be the Per Iteru, the oracle.
The Per Iteru has stood mysterious for millennia. Our river temple, old as ENBESAN.
Next one would be Wahadesha's oasis.
The Waha water is impure. Long ago, there was beauty here, but now it is dust solid and scorpion touched.
Might just turn up his voice really quickly. And then we have the tree, the ancient Isahead.
When the sun first rose, the gods blessed the island soil. On that land grew Isiads, eldest and tallest, the memory tree.
It'd be cool if you could get one of those yourself. Alright, and then we have here. Salt-saturated trunks.
Floods no longer grace the Waha. Salt beds pile as the water dries up. As soon will we, like our fathers.
Damn, that's dark.
It is time for guard duty by the Mecha, where Lord Ketema's provisions are stored. I leave you harbor bound.
Okay.
Our people know much. Talk to them and learn. If dismayed by our speech, come find me.
Oh, I never clicked this, actually. Wahadesha's young chieftain. Yara knows most about olden times, but her speech can be impenetrable. Seek the source of the oasis. I remember the tales of the Kabeh, the well, bringing water into the Waha, a water tomb, life-giving. Come, I will tell you. My my grandmother used to tell me of her childhood when she was looking after me, how she used to forage and fish for strange little salamander in the Waha, wading in the shit. I recall with some curiosity that when speaking of water as subject of scarcity and therefore fascination, even when I was a child, she spoke of not of the Waha itself, but of the Itiru. She said she used to put the salamander back into the Kabeh of the Itiru, delighting to see them jump. It gives me loads of time on that paragraph, but on the other one, no. I always wondered how a Kabeh would have had enough force to make animals leap, unless the waters flowed powerfully down into the Itiru. If there was indeed an Itiru on Wahadesha once long ago, it must not have been far from the deep-rooted Isaheads, but now the Wasi have taken over. It is hard to find traces of anything. My Wahiyat said she was fishing salamanders in the Itiru to make them jump from the Kabeh. If there is a Kabeh, it must be below those Wasi given to all the Isaheads. So what do we got to do? Seek the source, select the Wasi to find the Kabeh. So I know where it is. It's here. It's pretty obvious as well if you look at it, obviously. If you could clear the Wasi, perhaps we could find traces of the Idaru and Quebec below.
A shedjet, a water well. Time clogged and lily logged, but hope for water still.
An antique well hidden under rubble, the source of the Idaru, the dried up river that once nourished the oasis.
There was fighting here long ago. Kashtan forces fled, bloodied by Ketema's host. Now only ruins.
Of course,
Memory haunted.
the old world camp was here as well. Take a photo of
The
it.
waters of my patience are running dry.
Alright, sail to Katima's clipper, headed for Wahadesha to report the good news. Good news is that there is water available.
Begin the turn.
Alrighty, let's continue doing our little building. This place is lovely and irrigated now. So essentially now what I'm going to do is say see you later. And we're going to take the paper mill over here. I think I said that in the previous episode. I want the paper mill over that way. And then this can just be a regular water canal.
So, Wahadesha. Is there hope to restore the island? Or is it indeed a lost cause?
It's not a lost cause just yet. Let's just get rid of this. There we go.
Water below, you say? Then we must bring it forth at once.
Mm-hmm.
Let us not tarry then.
So pick up Katima's workers at Katima's clipper, headed for Wahadesha.
Change
Oh,
must
the
come to
train.
Wahadesha. My patience and charity grow thin. They will adapt or be abandoned.
Abandoned. Okay, so we want to kind of clean up this area as well, just in terms of roads and routes and things like that. We're basically cutting off this entire area for a while. Actually, this will probably that'll actually probably stay the same, but let's see.
This is Wahadesha? This wasteland?
Oops.
Very well. Let's get on with it.
All right, the workers are
Barely
unloaded.
Had the shedjet been found, then Ketema sent aid. A lord most trustworthy and caregiving.
So he's happy that
The
Katima
land
sent
is
workers.
no longer used to water. It needs Isiheads to ward the threat of the Wak, a water curse. The Isiheads of the Wasi died long ago, but there may be some on other islands, by deep waters and cool waters.
Damn, I must have missed it. There's definitely a drop there, but I think I was too late. It's annoying. Oops, wrong thing actually. There we go. So, what's next? Sail to Caduceus Anatoni trading post to inquire about the Isiheads. Yeah, so the land isn't used to water, so you need to go get Isiheads to help it.
Only are reporting
Let's
in.
do that. And while we're doing that, we'll get back to building. We don't have much time. The longer we leave this, the worse the economy is going to get. Alright, we can connect up the canals just in a really straightforward manner. Let's move it to about, I guess, there, and then cut in. And that should link all of our water up again. 750 is our total amount. And but I'm going to cut it here and cut it here. That doesn't need to connect. So, let's start pulling over some buildings that I know I'm going to keep. And we want 3 of each farm,
Isiheads,
basically.
you say? What a strange dialect. Trees, I believe. This was found by the shore behind the library. Take as many as you wish.
Alright, cool. We've got trees from Caduceus. I don't know. I guess there's just no trees at all in Wahadesha, I guess. No water.
Begin the turn.
Alright, we're heading back. So, the general goal of this now is going to be to... Let's see. Build a road all the way straight out. I'll use just dirt roads for now, and then once things are set in stone, metaphorically speaking, we will actually set them in stone with mud bricks. So something like that. So this is, like I said... Oh yeah, that's where I was going initially with my initial tangent, was that we're industrializing. And much like the old world and the first island, people are saying, look, the time has come to get rid of the farms that we have on swords,
what
because
shall it be?
we're industrializing and, you know, things have to move on and we can put the farms elsewhere. And I guess that is true. So do we want to... Yep. Drop off
We
the
are
help.
close to clearing the last of the rubble. Now comes the time to plant the Isiate trees for water holding.
So plant the trees. And order the workers to clean this area out. So I'll do that. And then water should start flowing here, I hope. There we go. Doesn't look very clear.
A desert hut
Oh.
no longer. Water flows, life bathing, and tempest quiet. A miracle.
You have done much in little time. With water, Waha can surely now manage for themselves.
Awesome. There we
How
go.
we celebrate. The Wasi of Pa Itaru must be repaired. It is thus forlorn and poorly.
Deliver 12 mud bricks. Alright, easy enough.
Bring her around.
In fact, actually, we should just buy some from Katima. Easier.
Festivals. More expenses. Time we made higher plans for Wahadesha.
He's getting a little annoyed, you know. It's like they just got their water. They're always demanding supplies or needing supplies, and he's like, well, with water, they shouldn't really need anything from me anymore. But they still now want to throw some festivals and stuff like that. So his patience is running dry. So I'm just gonna cut these like this. Cut that. All right. So this is which farm is this? Teff
I'm
grass?
not busy.
Yeah. Let's take the teff. Now we need to leave room for the actual, what do you call it? Tractors. So let's do that.
There is tea by the door if you want.
Okay. Haven't even decided exactly where the, what do you call it, fuel thing is going to go. I just know that we're going to use it eventually. So that's 3 farms right there. And with that attached, we
Your
have
ship has returned from its
252 modules. Wow. I feel like I might need to bring this down a level, actually. I'm a bit confused. I think I've done something wrong from my initial plan. Let's just cut it there. Maybe I have to move it up one. Just move this out of the way for a sec. Did I extend it the wrong way? No. Yeah, I think initially my idea was that I'd keep it there, so that means I have to just crop it back one more level. Yeah, I don't know actually. No, that's where it is. Yeah, I'm going the other way. Sorry. Yeah, that's better. Wait, isn't that the same as what I just had? No, I guess so. I just had the placement a little off. Yeah. That's the idea. Just had it a little bit to the side. Alright, nice. I know about the quest. Well, I don't know what it is actually. Well, I guess we'll do it soon. Alright, so that's all good. So then we need to lay this out. Yeah, that's what I wanted. More like a straight all the way up kind of look to it. There we go. Man, these fields are so big. 252. But we'll have... It's the equivalent of having 9. Oh, sorry, I forgot to even mention. Obviously, the tractor barn brings productivity up to 300%. It lowers the amount of workers that are also going to be needed, but it increases the module size. I can't remember by how much. 33% or something like that? Adds... I guess we could just look by default what a default TEF farm is. Let's see. TEF grass, where would that be? Actually can't remember at all.
The competitor's
Elders?
island is under siege.
It's just out of curiosity. Normally it has 168, so it's big already. And that's going all the way up to 252 with the extra tractor barn put on it.
An agreement.
So it's quite a lot. 252. This should come about halfway down, I think. Ah, one thing I forgot actually is I want this area like that. Drag one of these here. Yeah. Okay, cut that there. Alright, cool. That's better. From my initial calculation, this isn't actually ending up the exact same. I'm a little bit worried about that, but it's... I mean, it's basically what I wanted. Why the hell is that? Oh, I know why. Damn. I think it needs to come down another level. Yeah. That's alright, we can just move it. It's not too big of an upheaval. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure now. I'm just having a look at like my sketch really quickly. Sorry for doing this like live in the episode. But things aren't adding up correctly, and I don't know why. It'll cause problems as we expand this out, because essentially I want this to go all the way over. And if it doesn't add up, it could look really wrong. I'm just trying to remember. Did I initially...
A competitor's
yeah,
island
I think this needs to just come down one.
An attack.
And I think doing that will make everything add up again. So sorry about this. I'll just cut it here and try to do it as quickly as possible. I think this will make more sense. And in that regard, it seems like I need to add on a tile to each one. Yeah. Alright, cool. So yeah, basically same thing again. Just slam this all the way up to here. Bring it down. Wow, it's so big. Alright, cool. Then this one does the same. I'll just leave that room for it to get out. Good.
Should have praised it from your cold, dead hands.
You should have, but you didn't. So, get over it. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is how it was originally intended. Yeah, that makes way more sense for me. Okay, cool. Sorry about that, but yeah, it'll make sense when it's done, I guess. But yeah, the idea being this road goes like even on the warehouses. So, you know, the warehouse line is the same as the line here, but then it cuts into the farms a little bit. This one doesn't. It wraps around the side, but that's fine. So that's the idea behind them. Let's just turn these off for now.
Nap time by the water it is then.
I'm not going to connect them up just yet. All right, back to the quest. So we pulled up over here. They have a festival ongoing. We need to load up with bricks. 12. We also need to make a decision. Discuss Wahadesha with Katima. So tell me then, why should I squander any more resources I need to expand my empire just so these islanders can feast and waste their days away? Is it time for such irresponsibility? Oh, sorry. It is time for such irresponsibility to change. If ENBESA is to thrive and become great, all must play their part, even Wahadesha. I will not have them merely survive. They must grow prosperous and contribute to the nation's efforts or be left behind. I'm listening. There is land aplenty here, enough to feed the entire empire. These old stones must be torn down, and water returned to the drylands. No longer will theirs be a language arcane to all. The time for industrious rejuvenation has come for the oasis. This would destroy Wahadesha's unique identity or just keep listening. So this is where we stand at a fork in the road. I wish I'd maybe put up a poll or something to ask you guys which option to go with. I'm going to go with the option I've never done before. The option, and this is spoilers I guess, that I went for was to get Emperor Katima to industrialize them. I'm not going to do that this time. So we're going to try and keep their own identity. It's just something different for me. At least it gives me a fresh perspective, and I don't know exactly the outcome either, which is nice. That is the point. You think their manners quaint and amusing, but they are foreign and antiquated. There is no place for an alien culture in the United ENBESAN Empire. In restoring the oasis and farmland, we will lift them out of poverty and make true ENBESANs out of them.
A competitor's island withstood an attack.
My men will be ready to start as soon as they are needed. In the meantime, I ask you to tear down those forsaken piles of stone. We will need as much ground as we can to carve up the deep canals and prepare the farmland. I will not be a part of this vandalism. Then let them be your burden. I will not bleed the ENBESAN stockpiles any further for these ingrates and layabouts. If you wish to keep this piece of mummified history alive, then let it be on your shoulders. To not let them suffocate amidst the dust and rags of their dead land. I'll take my leave.
If you wish to help Wahadesha on their terms, then you shall bear the responsibility alone. It may thrive, or it may fade.
Alright, let's take the bricks over.
Carry her about.
Alright, so the next one along the line is... So, I should say, so the spoiler would be... So I'm giving you time to prepare. I mean, I've already basically said it. The spoiler is basically that the one I've done before is where you do remove these ruins here. And essentially you build a canal that leads all the way out to the end and farms are created. And this becomes like an industrial little... an agricultural area, essentially. And they get folded into... under Emperor Katima. Now, we've already done that with this Anno, so maybe that's what we should do to keep continuity, I don't know, but I'm just going with something that's a bit different. I haven't done this other option. I've never said, like, I'm not going to do that.
I didn't expect you back so soon.
From what I've heard, there's 2 more outcomes, so we could either fail or something else could happen, and I genuinely don't know. Well, first of all, I don't even know what happens if you fail. I'm just assuming they're not part of the Empire. But yeah, I'm not too sure what the second outcome is. Anyway, the chieftain asks if you're ready to hand in the materials. Yes.
The season for Messiet is nigh. A time of fancy flight. Did you bring enough so all goes well?
I have news, but it's not the news you're hoping for.
Work will start presently. We are thankful for your help, ever stalwart.
So establish a plan with the chieftain.
Well, we'll find a way. I'm sure.
He remains positive. Okay, Katima is refusing to support us, which is a terrible thing to hear, but I must thank you on behalf of all the inhabitants of Wahadesha for defending the island's legacy. Our supplies are already running dangerously low. We're in desperate need of a new delivery. Though the waters are returning to the Waha, it'll take weeks, perhaps even months, before anything grows again. Time we do not have if we intend to survive alone. I'll deliver the goods you need. Your generosity does you credit, but I'm afraid we will need more than one delivery. We'll need a regular supply until the island can prove itself, or provide for itself. We may not be many, but the hard labor that is to come will make for hungry work, and there is little room on the island to store goods in any quantity. There is salt here aplenty, perhaps it could be traded for supplies, or I'll take care of the deliveries. I'll take care of the deliveries, I think we can handle it, although I am severing my own economy, so we'll see how that goes. Once again, you save our lives. Once you've brought the first supplies, we'll set to clearing the rubble from the Pear Itaru. This should raise the waters high enough to start seeding the fields anew. Alright, great.
Resources
30 meat, 24 hibiscus tea.
Send would be appreciated.
Alright, we'll go grab that and bring it over in just a moment.
On our way.
Let's get this economy back up and running before there's a real issue. Speaking of hibiscus, that's the next thing we're going to move over here. Alright, cool. So let's get cracking on this. Alright, same deal. Tractors on each one, if we can afford it, which I think we can. The first batch of oil should have probably arrived by now as well. Yes, look at that, we're full up. I don't want to upgrade that just yet, actually, just in case I don't have the materials I need to finish everything else. This goes to 216, so not quite as big as the previous one. Not that far off either. Oh my god, it's so big. I never get used to it. Okay, so now's the time that we're gonna have to move the linseed as well. And I don't know, is 3 enough? 3 is probably enough. Let's just cut all the modules away from them. Oh my god. Just move. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. We haven't actually lost any elders or anything yet, even though paper isn't being made anymore and all of that. It's a good sign. We've got ourselves a bit of time. Oh yeah, our trade union. Let's just get rid of that one for now. Alright, let's get our next canal along the line. So, what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here? Yeah. Okay, looking good. Do we have room for one more? I think we do. I can't remember how far I brought it up before. I think an even amount. There we go. In the sketch. Alright, so to get this thing working, let's just something like this straight across. Each of these will have a tractor barn on them as well. I'm in a bit of a hurry, just obviously because we have to supply them with what they need. 16 minutes to go.
New orders.
And I'm just afraid that we're going to run out of everything because I've severed the economy at the same. Oh no, we've got lots. Okay, that's good. So 24 and 30.
Begin the turn.
All right, nice. I think it's starting to look kind of cool, at least.
Oh, I didn't expect you.
This isn't done yet. All right, let's just add all these up to the top. Oh, this is way smaller. This is only 144. That's good. All right, nice. All the way up. It's inevitable that this kind of industrialization has to take hold if we want to grow that population. I mean, you can do it without this, I guess, because in theory, not everyone has this DLC. How far should this go up? Up to about here? Has to, actually, because this needs to come down, doesn't it? Yeah, we have your resources. Hopefully you're good to go.
I'd rather take these.
Move this somewhere over here.
The Pa Itaru has stood mysterious for millennia. A river temple, old as ENBESAN.
That's 144 to there. Oh, there's a tree in the way. I can't really quite remember how I had it sort of laid out before. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of the way I did it. But basically what's confusing me is I don't remember this tractor barn just like being not attached to the farms themselves, but I don't know. All right, well anyway, I'll just keep building, build on the fly a bit more. This needs to come across. Oh, there's a ornament there. It's better. Okay. Oh, there's another ornament. Right, well at least they're attached again. Get rid of all this, get rid of that. Alrighty, cool. So that's not all clear. Might feed up little patches there to help that area out later. This can be redone a bit later. I'm just kind of focused on this area right now. And trying to make sure that this is, you know, as correct as I can kind of make it. I'm so confused. Is there something there? The road is there. It just looks like the grass is on top of it. Yeah, weird. Anyways, so this needs to come straight down. Attach in there like that. Just trying to think. Let me just count. Have I made a mistake? 144, 144, 144. That was 151 because I added a bit more. Yeah, weird. It's just... It's like I've actually got more space than I had originally planned. Just weirdly. It's a good problem to have. It's basically the opposite issue that I thought I was going to run into, which is I thought I would run out. Maybe I'll find out later what I did wrong, but I don't immediately see an issue with this. Anyway, we'll connect these. Oh yeah, that's why the road was going to go up there. It's just weird. I didn't account for all this free space, you know. And in my math, I didn't have any items or anything giving me more modules, so I'm not really too sure how I've achieved that. Yeah, I have no idea. No idea. Well, it doesn't really matter, because just to make it look nice, I can actually just fill this in anyway. With as much as possible, and then maybe I'll just put a row of trees or something along here. Just to make it look a bit nicer. Alright, so,
No.
that's our mud brick building. We want to just put down an extra warehouse somewhere here as well. We're also going to need the railway. Yeah, let's put that there. I think the railway... let's just add it there. Alright, cool. So yeah, with this railway, I'm going to basically turn it immediately. And then track it all the way up here. And maybe come across there? Okay.
An explosion in one of your factories.
And this can come across. So the reason I've kept that a tile separate is because you can't have two bridges next to each other like that. They take up a little bit of extra space. But that looks good to me. This has its goods now, so that's going to start making stuff again. This is all reconnected now, so these will start working again. Even just the base amount. We actually just need the fuel depot building. So let me see. How far in did I build that? Or did I think it should be built? To be honest, I've got no plan for anything out here, so it doesn't really matter. It could just extend it. It just needs to be close enough that we can actually hit it. Alright. So now we'll mud brick this place and see how far our range goes. Ah, we're out of mud bricks. So what's next? Actually clear the rubble from the oracle? Okay, we could do that now.
Carry her about.
Oh, wonderful.
Lovely.
Messiet is a rite of fertility, of life celebrating. It is the heart of ENBESAN, and we will teach you of it.
Okay. Tell me everything.
Slowly life returns, but there is much to do ere we become a Waha. once again.
Contact Kiria to plant the crops, and missing cattle. Contact Iyasu. I'll talk to Iyasu first.
I provide them venison, but the children need eated, goat's milk. Perhaps the priest of Kidusi can spare us some.
Let's head over to Kidusi with this ship.
Bring her around.
Strange novelties brought from your travels?
Alright, with that extra material, we're gonna go back here. Our ship is on the way to... Oh, we should talk to Kiria and plant the crops. Find out what she needs.
I learned plant lore from my Wahiyet, as she from hers before. Come, let me show you.
Ask about the Isihed, the tree. The Isihed is a sacred plant, but also one with many uses. Its roots run deep and keep the ground moist and fertile, while its branches sway with a gentle breeze and bring shade. Tradition says the most bountiful lands are found where the Isihed grows, which is why I chose to plant my garden at the foot of one of our last Isiheds. Oh yeah, she's a little garden here. It's spices.
Loosens that grip.
Kiria seems to be growing teff grass here. A small but meaningful contribution. That doesn't look like teff grass, it looks like spices. The orange tree. The shadow and fresh air provided by the orange trees are quite pleasant. The sun on Wahadesha is cruel and scorching. Were it not for the thick shade of the orange trees around it, my garden would surely burn. And who doesn't love fresh oranges after a hard day's labor? Explore the garden. Look closely at the crops. Okay. My crop is mainly teff, a sturdy, resilient plant, but even that can only grow in the proper conditions, so it is with the Waha. If you wish to restore it, you'll need to placate the land with Isihed and orange trees.
Land healing relies on the nurture of plants. Orange Isieds, croplands, dark Isieds. But the Waha is dry and needs more.
Okay. Pick up the seeds at Katima's clipper for Wahadesha. Okay. Oh, there's so much going on. Alright, we're moving that ship back there. The goats are coming back over from Kidusi, so that's on the go. How's our industrial area looking? We have the mud bricks now to kind of lay out that road. See how far our fuel trucks can carry us. There we go, so... full coverage. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Already?
I know, right? That's dropping off the goats.
The Waha is a place of fire sands and heat pain. I know no Awut who can resist such extremes. But perhaps there is such a breed.
Alright, they're all turned on now and ready to go. Alright, cool. And that's it. We've got essentially all our tractors are starting to deploy. And that's going to make us an absolute ton of stuff. Yeah, 300% of pretty much everything we need. And that's going to give us what we need to now start, you know, putting down more elder houses and start growing the area. I think. These are going to have to be delivered one by one. We're full up on fuel. So looking good. Looking really, really good, I think. I mean, it looks like a giant square or rectangle of just fields, and I kind of wish that this area was behind here, but I mean, it's fairly efficient, and it's huge production. Like, we moved everything that was out here all into just this place, and we have the fuel station here ready to deploy things even further if we had to, you know? So, at least in that regard, it's good. How much, we have about 220 canal grids left, so that's good. Yeah, looking nice. Alright, and I'll clean up this docklands as well soon. So, we delivered the goats. No oasis can truly thrive without herds of animals to take care for, but the conditions on Wahadesha will require none but the toughest creatures. Yasu recommends finding an animal capable of resisting the tremendous heats which regularly sweep over the oasis and bringing it back to Wahadesha. So, find a heat-resistant animal. Optional. Consult a zoological tome in Caduceus Anatoni. Goats. Oryx.
With
Lions.
you as nurse, I knew they'd get well soon.
Okay. Oryx? I think we have Oryx in the other place. Deliver an Oryx to Wahadesha. Optional. Find and observe herds of animals in the corners of Katima's island. Impalas.
The reward is well earned.
He lets you keep the animals we found. Oh, those are the ones here.
A competitor's
Wildebeest.
island is under siege.
Oryx. Oh, right. We have some right here. I think we actually have some in Cape Trelawney.
As you give, so I would reward.
Sail to the Katima's lighthouse to receive a gift for the
A token
animals.
of appreciation from our land and its emperor.
Sure.
On our way.
The Mahej certainly seems to be heat content. A creature sure to be much beloved.
The Oryx is the best animal suited for the situation. Okay.
I should like to take pocket watches apart in order to put them back together.
Okay.
By the Lord's will, then.
Cargo stations.
God, we've got so much stuff going on. So we need to now deliver 20 pocket watches, deliver the Oryx to Wahadesha, and sail to Katima's lighthouse to receive the gift. Okay.
Room to maneuver.
A satisfying conclusion. Success
Only our report
worthy of an
in.
ENBESAN.
He wants to give me something.
Ready
Okay.
then?
He gave us 3 animals. Oh, the 3 animals that we found. Oh, I thought they were just going to island storage. Alright, cool. So they say that they want the Oryx. And we also have, what? Hibiscus, flax, and indigo seeds. So deliver the seeds and deliver the Oryx. Alright, doing everything. It's fine. Keeping on top of it, I think. Just about. So, let's have a look at how we can make this place look a little bit nicer. As well while we're waiting. So make this really look like a proper industrial zone. Something like that. We could just add a couple of these. These are the depots, of course, giving me extra island storage. There's probably not much room for the other ones. They don't have to be completely even.
Let's see it then.
Chieftain invites you to let the Oryx roam free. Oh, shit. This one. There we go.
The sand swallow.
Shall we?
Oh, yeah, there they are. Do we have all the seeds? Yes, we do. Let's see where she's going to plant them.
The Jat is a holy bird, known for its insect hunger and beauty.
Deliver a Jat
Bring a Jat to the Waha,
to
and
Wahadesha.
our hearts would hope fill.
The Jat is embroidered on the clothing of Wahadesha's inhabitants. This, what's
That's
a
enough
Dijat?
to seed the Waha with new life. Come, I will show you the apportioned place for each plant.
Let's see what a Dijat is. Unknown? That's not good. Info. The Jat is embroidered on the clothing of Wahadesha's inhabitants. What am I supposed to do? Zoom in on these guys and look at them? I don't think that's going to make a difference. Let's see. Well, I can see the icon of what that bird is. It's clearly a bird of some sort, so let's see. Unknown. Let's just go with cultural items. I'll quickly seed it, and then not equipped, not in storage, and not identified. Yeah, not identified. I don't know. I don't know if there's another way to find it. Oh, I got it. That's it, right? Yeah. Gray-crowned crane. Part of set teeming lakes. Item. Yeah, we could find. What do we need? Research, trader, Katima, quests. Oh, all right. So we can't get it anywhere. Oh, we could go on expeditions. Emperor Katima apparently has one. So let's see if we could just trade with him.
Aye.
I'm assuming that's what it is, I think.
We will be so much stronger together.
Reefer selling the extra tobacco there. Good to see.
Why so mean?
Let's see, how much are we going to get for this tobacco? Probably not very much. Oh, we don't actually see it until he leaves.
Inequani bede hina metahi.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Let's see. Reroll. What the hell is that? Crop farms productivity 35%. Yebebe's sturdy greenhouse. I wonder, could we got rid of a trade union. How much could we cover with this particular layout? I guess, yeah, it's not optimal for using a trade union, but we could cover some of them with one if we wanted to get 35% out of like linseed. Might just get that item for future anyway. You never know when we might want to use it.
New orders?
I don't think I really want these. Well, I guess we should keep them. So I need to deliver 20 pocket watches to this guy. Yeah, we sent the ship back. Okay, let's trade that. This might cost a lot to just keep re-rolling to see the thing eventually pop up. I also want these. I didn't know I could buy maps straight from him. Queen apiary suit. Queen bee apiary suit. Productivity is increased. Workforce is reduced.
Advisors are like spices. They may well turn a dish acrid, but at least it will still taste of something.
Musician's quartz range is increased. No, I'm okay. Oh no, come on, this is gonna cost so much. 55,000 now. I'm gonna activate all these diving bell things. These are all for ENBESA.
Ship shape. I'll never get seasick.
That's so Betty. Alright, we've got another one here.
In the deeps. Let's
Oh,
extend
Lord.
the old telescope.
Come on. There we go, we got it. Grey crowned crane.
Aye, aye. On course.
Alright, he's living it. Let's just take that over immediately. Oh my god, so many quests though. And see if that works. It's definitely the same icon. So hopefully that works. Select the markers to regrow the oasis. Oh yeah. Beautiful. There we go. Lovely. Is that done? I think we're done. Alright. Big Daddy. That's more like it.
On our way.
Release the jets.
It's crazy. There's definitely things here that I can't get.
Fill our dry skies with beauty.
Alright, let's release the jet. There we go. Yeah, it worked.
Thrives
Nice.
again with soft light and moist life. The Kasa will live again.
Good. So 20 tons of pocket watches. I haven't forgotten. Our ship should be here soon. Oh my god, the timing on that. It just came in. I dare say that was quite the event. Alright. Do we have enough pocket watches to steal from here? Yes, we do.
On our way.
Alright, back to ENBESA. How much time do we have left in this episode? I haven't had my timer on. Oh my god, we're running really late. Uh-oh. Maybe we'll have to be a two-parter on this one. Let's see if we can finish off this area then really quickly. And as we do these dives as well. So, essentially, let's go open this up. And let's get building. So I have like I said, a kind of a blueprint of roughly what I thought this place could look like. So let's just fill this in here. And link it all the way up to here somewhere. And then essentially what I was kind of planning is just to have it kind of come out like piers. Because unfortunately we don't have the nice dockland stuff out this way. I don't know if this would look weird or not, but doing that to cap off the end. The reason I do that is because if you don't, you end up with this really weird looking, triangle-y point. And I'm just not a fan of that. So that might be a bit better. And then maybe we could put like wave breakers here. Just to, I don't know, make it look a little nicer. Something like that. looks a bit weird. I like the 3 though. They're okay. All right, so yeah, so there's a little area there. Maybe pull it out another bit. Yeah, straight out this like area here. Maybe not as far. Places where ships can moor. You guys let me know what you think of how it looks. I think it's... I'm kind of mixed on it, but I think it might be the best we can do, given the situation. And of course we have our storage things in here as well. It just makes it look... I think it makes it look just a little bit nicer. But I'm not done yet. I meant to grow the town a bit. But yeah, maybe I'll just have to leave it till the next episode. There's only so much we can do. But I wanted to add some extra houses out this way for... I suppose, yeah, let's just get maybe 1 or 2 blocks done. And we need to move them out this way. So there's going to be a cut in the road there. 3 houses. So let's see what this looks like. So just put in 2. Question is, like, how far does our monastery go in the night? So let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like full coverage actually, so that's fine.
Island withstood an attack.
So we can even do a few more there. And I'm just going to replace these houses here. Alright. We can only... Oh yeah, we can fit 2. Nice. Can we put 1 in there? No. It's a shame.
It is good to... What we lack, the Lord provides for.
Wow, we actually have full range all the way even up to here. Just surprised, I just didn't think it would go that far. Oh, actually, you know what? Might not, though. The market. There we go. Yeah, so the market doesn't go that far. So those houses we'll just have to leave. Put some stuff here instead. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so it looks like we could put 2 here, and that would kind of be our limit for at least the market without needing another one then eventually. Now, how many is that going to be? It's 1, 3. Okay. Probably need about 4 more, I would imagine. And then just slam down those houses back. Now, one thing I remember checking that they're going to need is more clay pipes. Don't know where we could put it though. I mean, it would probably it does just fit there. Let's do that, I suppose. And that's going to put more strain on the demand for tobacco and clay. Clay is used in 2 things, the ceramics and the clay pipes, obviously. Same as wood. Wood is used on a couple of things, and it's also like used in the paper mill and stuff like that. So those imports are going to have a bit of a strain on them, I think.
We are good stain once more, and in need of your generosity.
They need more stuff. Yeah, so I think if we leave them long enough, they're just going to keep asking permanently for supplies. I don't mind that, though. It's fine. Let's just go to nighttime again really quickly, and let's just have a look. Alright, we can get 1 more household for sure. Boom. And they should all have full coverage, I think. Ah, you're killing me. This one just is like a tiny bit off. Goddamn. Damn. Not much you can do about that. I mean, it's pretty much taking the most direct route it can without moving extra houses, I suppose, so.
Not a day where I don't give thanks to our...
Just have to find somewhere else for it. To be honest, I haven't been putting anything down here. This is room for houses, and this room also here. Okay, so I'll leave it at that for now. We'll see how this grows. That should be 1,500 elders, though, I think. In fact, I could just speed up time a little bit. Sorry, actually, last things I want to get queued up are you need your pocket watches, sir. 20 pocket watches. Tabarine, please get going as fast as you can.
You got yourself an agreement.
The next one then would be select the markers to regrow the crops. And we need to also give more supplies, right? So what is it? 20 hibiscus and all of that?
The crying.
Well, yeah, it looks like there's just more to do than I could fit in this one episode. Let's finally do at least one dive, though. So we have all of these dives to do. It's 50 minutes apiece. So hopefully in the next episode we'll get all of these done. Oh, there's one right where we were, was there? I am losing my mind with this. We keep going over these little areas and there's nothing there. It's driving me mad. It's throwing me off a lot. It's like they added in fake ones. What do we get?
I know a sea soul when I see one.
Potter's Wheel. Affects ceramics and pipe maker. Increased productivity. There's one right there, so I'll just queue up for that. Last thing as well is the World's Fair. Boom. Iron and glass grill work affects all production buildings. Steam turbine maintenance cost provides electricity. Now we're talking. Added in a trade union. Increased explosion chance though, and then a magnifying glass for productivity 35% of clockmakers, jewelries, and spectacle factories. Cool. All right, that's going to be it for this episode.
Is under siege.
Jumping all over the place, but we have lots to do for our people in ENBESAN. Let's just grab the last consumer goods. 20. At least we're still producing. So I managed to do that without destroying the economy. That exchange. I'll just supply them with what they need. Alright, good. And that gives us time. So yeah, so basically we built all of this area out here. We've got a new docks kind of forming. I'm not done finishing off this area. I want to polish it off with some trees and things like that. Make it really look nicer. Yeah, just basically dress it all up. Make it look a little bit nicer. And... damn, I had another thing in mind. I can't quite remember what it was. But oh well, it'll come to me at the beginning of the next episode. We've got a second Playmakers up. I just want to check as well, last thing. I keep saying last thing. This game is goddamn addictive. That I think we're okay now for everything. Yeah, we need more finery. Because we're supplying other islands with finery, so having it so tight on this one island is going to be a problem. Same with goat's milk. But I remember that we didn't put this silo down.
I can teach you how to do this.
So that's going to help the goat's milk a lot. And then the finery, we can basically just add another linen mill. And I think it's 2 of these, isn't it? To this sort of production area. And I'll probably space that out and dress it up a bit.
Help us survive. They are cool. It seems we will be stuck.
Alright, he's super happy. He's got what he needs. And we'll come back and check out what's going on in Wahadesha in the next episode. Right. I think that's pretty much it. Are we up to 1,500? We did it. I did it. I did what I said I would do. Great. Just going to wait on that ship to arrive to bring over the 20 pocket watches as well. Okay. Hope people are enjoying the story. Some people seem to be really into it. I really like it. And yeah, we seem to have a lot more to do. And choosing this path, finding like all those items and everything, I don't remember doing any of that. So there seems to be a lot more involved with them trying to get up on their own feet, which is kind of cool. All right, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support this series directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. If you don't see the join button, it means the video is being copyright claimed, but you can still join from the channel page on desktop. You can also link your account to our Discord to get a special role on there that will give you access to the Senate House and a few other perks.